Hello out there, fellow sad, lonely adults. You ready for the most overplayed game in the history of the internet? You could get footage of this game from literally anywhere else, but you came here. You chose to watch this. 15 minutes from now, when that red bar fills up all the way and you've gained nothing with your time, just remember that this was a conscious decision on your part. By watching these videos, you're just enabling me to make more of them. No one benefits from this. So anyway, yeah, Doom. There you got a pink man. Let's blow his fucking face in. Because that's just what you do in Doom. That iconic Doom theme. You know, they used to give this away for free. It was like a shareware. There's something... shareware isn't really a thing anymore, is it? Computers are too corporate. You gotta pay for all the stuff now. Everything comes at a price in capitalist America. So you noticed I had, at the start of the episode, I had the DOS prompt, where you pick the levels, because I think this is just a ROM running on the DOSBox emulator, and Steam's tried to sell it to you for real money, and obviously I bought it, so I guess I'm the sucker in all of this. Anyway, yeah, they just sold you an emulator. What a bunch of fucking scumbags. So I get a minigun. How about that? Gosh, what do you even say about Doom that hasn't been said by millions of other nerds out there over the years? You just point and shoot. What else to say? Here's my creative spin on it. What if they re-released Doom and they had Frank Caliendo voice all of the demons, and then and he could also be the announcer. He could do like his John Madden impression, where like occasionally when you shoot someone, he would like pause the game and make like the yellow chalk circle around the demon, and oh, see, we got an imp right here. Wouldn't that be funny? Probably not. Do any of you doofuses even know who Frank Caliendo is? He hasn't even been famous in like 15 years. I'm an old man who doesn't know what's current. All of my references are painfully out of date. So, I got Doom 2016 on a Steam sale about a month ago, by the way, but my computer sucks, so that's probably not gonna get played on the channel. Unless you want to watch it in like 240p, Doom 2016 in a resolution from 1995. I got the red key card like you saw, that probably didn't need to be said. So yeah, Doom was pretty influential back in the day. Gosh, this is loud. I'm gonna have to fix that in post, but anyway... Yeah, influential. There were lots of Doom clones. There was Power Slave and Duke Nukem and that Star Wars Doom clone that you can get on Steam. Popular stuff. This game was so popular that it caused a moral panic amongst all those concerned parents, and they thought that video games are the work of the devil. We gotta do something to protect the youth of America. Gosh, maybe if all of those concerned adults had gone after real So they got like the shadow demon you saw there. He's hard to see. Did you ever see that whack-ass video where they made a song? You'll see how I'm transitioning into this in a second. Somebody made like some whack-ass video about Slender Man, and it had some stupid lyric about he's hard to see when it's foggy out. God, 99.9% of the stuff on YouTube is just junk. Including this. You still with me? Usually, I've looked at the audience retention charts and most people drop off from the first 20 seconds, so I'm assuming it's just me here. Just me all on my lonesome at this point. 1 is the loneliest number. 2 can be as bad as 1. What decade did that song come out in? It's been used in so many different things. I want to say the 70s. It was used in the Recess movie from 2001, I think. Or maybe I just made that up. That definitely sounds like something they did. Maybe not. I'm about 60% accurate on that. Once I was so bored at work that I looked up the plot synopsis for the Recess movie on Wikipedia, and it wasn't even like a recent movie at that point. And what I found interesting is that they had like a real calendar year in this fictional Disney cartoon, because there was a line in there about how the principal from Recess had been principal since 1968. So that would have been 33 years. So if we were to adjust that for modern times, that would be the equivalent of somebody being a school principal since 1988. So I guess it's been 20 years since the Recess movie came out already. We're all slowly dying of old age. And the Recess movie is what made me realize that. Oh, dearie me. But I guess 1988 was a long time ago when I think about it. That would be a long time to be a school principal. A hell of a lot's happened since then. What the heck does that thing do in front of us? I cannot figure it out. I hit the use key a bunch of times in front of it, but it did not prompt a response. Okay, we're a bit lost. Lost in this labyrinth. Well, we got a few more enemies. By and large, I don't quite know if we're going the right way. As all those funny people on Reddit say, I'm gonna frickin' dry heave from saying this. Just like in video games, in real life, when you encounter enemies, it means you're going the right way. That didn't really relate to what was going on. I didn't explain that well. Anyway, so I cut out maybe 2 minutes of just wandering around, not finding any enemies, because I really wasn't making any progress. I got lost in the level. Did you see one of the levels we could pick was called Fistula? That's just fucking disgusting. I went on a field trip once to like a dairy farm that was part of a university, and they would do science experiments on the cows, and they had like a fistula where, I don't want to describe this in too much detail, but you had like a big long rubber glove that you would stick your arm in, and then you'd put your arm inside the cow, and God, that whole field trip was so damn disgusting. All the weird things they did to the cows. There was one room we went in on the field trip called the experimentation room, and I don't think you really want to know what went on in there with the farm animals. But anyway, yeah, it was gross. I don't know what that scary looking blue face ball over there does. You can't shoot it, and there's no way to pick it up without falling in the lava. I don't know. Reminds me of that thing on Nickelodeon from back in the day with, "Hi there, face here." Remember that? That kinda relates to the blue face enemy, that they both got faces. Being a Let's Player is hard. I don't know what to say to you people. So, did you see a couple of years ago they re-released Doom 64 on all the modern platforms? That's kinda cool, I guess, because, you know, the N64 version had unique levels and such. And I think every iteration of Doom has been re-released at this point. I think 64 was the very last one. Correct me if I'm wrong. But at least it's cool that a new group of people gets to play it. It's not like they're gonna experience it otherwise. All the normies aren't gonna go out and buy an N64 with a copy of Doom 64. They're only gonna buy it if it's convenient. I do wonder if the new version of Doom 64 fixed all of those brightness issues that the original one had, and you had to manually crank up the brightness because the default setting was not good. Fuck me. I don't know what to do. What's with the pentagram on the floor and the wall and such? I don't know nothing about this. You need the blue key. Okay, we can find a blue key, I'm sure. Blue skidoo, we can too. I don't know. Remember that thing about a year ago when the new Doom and Animal Crossing came out around the same time and people made all the fan art and the crossovers, and it really wasn't funny. I mean, I guess if you're just like a Reddit retard and you just scary character and cute character together, I'm going to make 100 different illustrations of this concept. I am going to shove this in the faces of everyone I know. I hate Reddit and everybody who uses it, including me, especially me. I got 124 bullets. Can do a whole lot with that. I hear enemies just occasionally breathing down our Doom guy neck, but I don't see him. There's a switch over there. There's no way to get to it though without hurting yourself. So I guess we're just gonna pass that up. Oh no, now you're not gonna see the entirety of this Doom 2 level. Where else on the internet can you go to see such a thing? No one else has ever played Doom 2 or any of the other Doom games ever. Just me. You know, they even had a Game Boy Advance Doom. I think it was just a port of the original, but it was just kind of a neat thing. I played it on my phone once on a vacation. I got the ROM over 3G, and then I was playing a GBA port of Doom on my phone in like a distant cabin with no regular internet access, and it's probably the most barbaric way to play Doom, honestly, but it got me there. Gosh, 3G was just such an interesting concept when it first came along. You could get the internet anywhere. Even in the, I don't know where this joke's going. But anyway, yeah. Internet even in the most remote regions. But then the quality of 3G service kinda just dropped off for whatever reason. I'd say present day 4G service is about on par with what 3G service offered in maybe 2013. I'm sure all you turbo nerds are gonna correct me and we all, no, you're wrong. Actually, but anyway, just based on my personal experience, the speeds really seem to be about the same. 4G wasn't really an improvement, it's just that 3G got to be so bad that when 4G was able to produce speeds equivalent to how 3G used to be, that was seen as an improvement. Yeah, the game harasses you when you quit out of it. You see how the screen turned pink for a second when we quit out of it like that? And old computer apps used to do that. I had like a dinosaur app that would have like a pink screen like you saw for a quarter of a second there whenever you closed the game. And sometimes, depending on how you closed the game, there was like a scary image that would appear on the screen for a few seconds. I've never been able to figure out what game that was. That'll just be a mystery. I asked the people on our tip of my tongue to help me find this old dinosaur game, and none of them could. So I guess we'll never know. Just like in that commercial for the Tootsie Rolls, the world may never know.